Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7. Now today, we have another summoning session for you guys, and this one is going to be for the limited hero banner on Landy. So we have a drop rate up for her right here, and there you go. The police mecha waifu thing of some people's dreams, not mine, but I'm only summoning for her here because she's limited and I don't want to miss out. So yeah, here we are. We still have our daily free summons. Let's go ahead and start with that first. Let's hope we get something. Hope we get something pretty good here. All right, it's gonna be a 3-star. That's all right. It's gonna be Helga. All right, so that is not too shabby. What we're gonna do though is, before we start with the actual Landy summons, oops, that is my backpack for gear. We are going to claim some gold and find my, I believe I have a 4 or 5-star, yeah. So one of my login rewards was a summon ticket. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. Hope it's a 5-star. There are many that I still don't have. So let's go ahead and see. And of course, it's going to be a 4-star, but you know what? Actually, Clarissa is pretty good. I almost never summon her, and I kind of want to imprint my Kitty Clarissa, so that is kind of nice. Kitty Clarissa also getting a buff, where she gets to ignore effect resistance, I believe, on one of her skills, so that's not bad. Alright, so, but for the main show for today, we have Landy here. We're going to go after her and hopefully grab a copy of her artifact. It would be nice if we did. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. We have 264 bookmarks and, of course, a bunch of sky stones to spend on bookmarks if we don't get her soon. So, let's go ahead and jump into this and see what we get, right? So funny thing, my fiance actually pulled on this banner last night when Landy first came out. And she got her on the second summon, so let's see if we can do the same here. No, okay, of course not. Why would we? But we start off with Ject. We got Carrot. All right, you know what? I'll take a bunch of 3-stars, because right now silver transmit stones are in much need. I need them so bad. Because the double molas that we can buy every week, oh yeah, that is draining my stash pretty quickly. But it is also a really fantastic change. I know I've said this multiple times in previous videos, but yeah, the new Mola changes are fantastic. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of 3-stars here, absolutely no shinies whatsoever, and that's kind of sad. But one thing about Landy though I do want to say is I kind of like the direction that Smilegate is going in terms of her unit design, right? Like, as a unit, I don't know how I feel about her. Design-wise, she's not really my type of thing. I mean, I know there are definitely people out there who would love a mecha police waifu to call their own. But personally, for me, that is not really up my alley. Her sister, on the other hand, oh yeah, top tier. It looks like Samus, so I'm a huge Metroid fan. This is probably why, but still, looks like Samus. Bonus points there. I definitely want her. Put her in the game, please. Well, she's already in the game. Just put her on a banner, please. But anyway, we have absolutely no shinies whatsoever here. But Landy's skill set, her design, it's really neat because it does something to benefit her while kind of like indirectly punishing the opponent for using buffs, right? So the more buffs the opponent has, the more effects she can potentially get in terms of her attack, right? Same with her artifact, does the same. Ooh, we got an Angelica that I don't need. All right, fantastic. So I really like the way they're going and approaching these unit designs. Now Landy might be really good in the future because Smilegate did announce that they're gonna have a new hunt in the game, right? They're gonna probably add a light hunt boss, and they said they're gonna add new gears with new set bonuses. Now, what set bonuses are they going to be? No one really knows, right? But if I were to guess, they're not going to add new stats, right? They're not going to be like, oh yeah, this gives you an and then add a new stat and then be like, yeah, this new stat thing here. You know, kind of like we have speed, attack, HP, defense, all that good stuff. But the thing is, ooh, is this going to be the artifact? Oh, did I jinx myself there? Please don't jinx. Oh, no jinx. Wall of Order acquired. Very, very nice. Alrighty. So, about 20 summons in? Yeah, 20 summons, 21 summons in. We got the artifact. Not too bad, not too bad. Shiny rates are quite low today, though, I gotta say. But where was I? Oh yeah, so with Landy, she might be good in the future because the types of, you know, set bonuses I'm anticipating are probably going to be ones like an immunity set, okay? They're probably going to grant the user like a one-turn buff at the beginning of the turn, right? It'll be like a two-piece item set, like immunity, like crit, you know, those two-piece bonuses, and it's probably going to give a buff at the start of the turn. That's just a hunch that I have. It's you know, they'll probably have one for evasion or one for, I don't know, a greater defense buff. Just throwing stuff out there. But that's going to be interesting because then, in that case, if those sets become really popular, we'll see Landy actually be pretty decent against those units, right? So we have, you know, immunity, you have potential other buffs going on, you have FCC, you have so many units that just buff so much out the wazoo, right? Imagine going against a DN, okay? DN gives everyone anti-crit and attack buff. That's 8 buffs on the opponent's team, right? And then you multiply that by, you know, let's say you have the artifact max limit broken. Oh my god, you multiply by 8, that's a 64% chance to get a greater attack buff at the start of your turn just from DN's second or third skill. That's insane. If DN cycles before Landy and gets an S3 into an S2, oh my god, that's what? That's 9 buffs on the opponent's team. 72% chance to proc a greater attack buff. It becomes really insane really quickly. So it's going to be interesting to see what people do with this. Obviously, her artifact is not just for her. It could be for any unit. That's an archer. So we could potentially see this, you know, go into other team comps as well. But let's focus our attention back to this horrific summoning session because let me tell you right now, we have 88 summons left, okay? We blew through like 100-something bookmarks, and we got like 3 shinies. I mean, given, yeah, we did get the artifact, fantastic, but, really? We got, what, Clarissa and Angelica. If I can remember the shinies that I got in a summoning session, that is a pretty bad one. We don't have any 4-star artifacts, nothing like that, just a bunch of 3 stars everywhere. What is going on? Alright, oh, there we go. Alright, so complain enough and good things will happen, right? So, this is obviously going to be a Landy right here. No, it's going to be an artifact, and it's going to be a 4-star one at that. So, we are going to end up grabbing a Water's Origin. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I already have one max limit broken. Well, I don't know if I'm going to build a second one. I'll probably keep a second one, because there are plenty of healers that do benefit from it. But I don't currently have the charms to upgrade another copy. Okay. We're getting so many 3. This is absolutely okay. Look, let me just say this is absolutely insane. Some people say that I have, like, you know, the YouTuber gotcha luck, right? But hey, we have our dry spells too, and you're witnessing it right now. So we get, you know, Rima. Actually, I haven't seen Rima in so long. I forgot she even existed in this game. So another shiny here. It's going to be another 4-star artifact. All right. As long as we're getting some shinies, it's good. Even if it's a 4-star artifact that I don't really use or anything. Ooh, I don't have this max limit broken. That's nice. If it isn't something that, you know, I really use, still better than getting 3-star, because I can still dust it. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, Tyria. Moonlight Tyria changes, where she's automatically plus 15 for everybody, is so nice, because I'm pretty sure Smilegate realized that the one where you're supposed to mola her S3, three molas, yeah, people just didn't do that. They took the 3 Molagors and ran with it, and that's what I did. I did not complete the Adventurer's Path. Actually still haven't. I should probably do that, but to get the Phantasmas. Yeah, most people just kind of stop there. They're like, get the dogs? Nah, not worth it. Not worth 3 Molagoras. Back then, that was a whole week. You had to wait a whole week to get 3 Molagoras, and they gave us a 3 for free through that ML Tyria adventure thing. Oh, heck yeah, dude. We're taking that. We're running. But ML Tyria now, given at plus 15, I think she might be a really just... I mean, all you have to do is invest dogs into her, right? You just... slap a few dogs into her, and then she is good to go. Some awakening materials. Pretty solid unit. I would say Commander Lorena is still probably better. She's definitely not better than Lorena in terms of applicability, because Lorena has the upside of not having debuffs. Oh, I guess you can say upside or downside, but Lorena has, in my opinion, an upside for late game players of not having debuffs, because so many bosses in the late game, like abyss floors, in raids, that punish you for debuffing the boss, right? Or a boss can only have so many debuffs on them before they cleanse and get another turn, and then smack you with increased damage or buffs. So it's pretty nice. But Emelteria is not a bad unit. She's not a bad unit. Her skill set's pretty solid. I believe her damage is okay. It's not the worst. And she's a free ML4 unit. That's a waifu, right? I mean, have you seen the new login screen? It is fantastic. It's beautiful. Mostly to me because ML Rin is there, but yeah. All right. Ooh, I forgot we could buy bookmarks from this page. All right. So yeah, let's buy. I don't know, let's buy 100 more bookmarks. I did not realize that I was buying 100 more. I thought I was buying 20. Okay, so yeah, we bought 100 bookmarks. Okay, so we're gonna keep going for Landy here. I mean, she is limited. She is limited. Got to grab those limited heroes. We are halfway to pity. Halfway to pity. And just the 3 stars. This 3-star waterfall does not stop. It ain't drying up at all. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, the good thing about this is I can SSS imprint a bunch of these units, and then you know, get the reputation for more bookmarks. And then I can go ahead and get more silver transmit stones. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Always look on the bright side of things. Okay, we got another 4-star artifact. Let's see what we're gonna get in this. Please be a Tagahel's Ancient. No, it's Sierra Ren. Okay, I actually kind of need a Tagahel's Ancient book, so if they could give me one, that would be fantastic. Because the one that CDOM is holding right now is plus 27. I need another copy to max limit break it so I can get to plus 30. Alright, that's another Judith. Let's go, let's go. Envoy's Pipe. Ooh, oh, here we go. What is this? We got another shiny right here. And that's going to be another 4-star artifact. Tagahel's Ancient Book. Calling it right now. Boom and done. Oh, actually, what? Wait, can you just give me Landy in the next summon, please? Alright, so, boom. Calling it one and done. So, here we go. Landy, guys. And what do you know? What do you know? I just speak things into existence. We got Landy. So there you guys have it. If you want something, just call it, and the game will just give it to you, right? So I am Landy. Policia's. Really? They named it. Okay, so I haven't played the new chapter yet, but now everything's kind of fitting into place, like the name of. Oh God. Okay. Anyway. We got Landy, and that is awesome. Look at her. Her design is pretty cool. I'm just not really into the whole like police girl themed thing. She looks like she wants to step on people, and I'm not really into that. But we got a bunch of gold transmit stones. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so real quick review of Landy right here. For those of you guys who don't know, she gains combat readiness when attacking with her S1, which is pretty nice. And she gets a double of that. So, well, actually, if you mold this, it's 15%. So effect is double when the enemy is buffed. So if she attacks a buffed enemy, she gains 30% combat readiness. That's a lot of cycling. This cycling is actually going to be really good because of her passive, where it increases her attack by 7% after attacking. This can stack up to 5 times. Now, this, I believe, can go up to 10%. So this can be a 50% increase in her attack. Just by cycling through a few turns. And at the start of each turn, she gains 10 fighting spirit for each buff granted to an enemy, and when her fighting spirit is full, it resets the skill cooldowns. And it starts the first battle with 50% fighting spirit. So kind of like Ken in terms of fighting spirit. There, if you kind of want a unit to compare that to. Full burst though, her S3, it says fires at all enemies and grants the caster increased speed for 2 turns. This is going to synergize well with her obviously combat readiness boost from S1, and of course her passive in her S2. And when fighting spirit is full, consumes all fighting spirit to increase damage dealt and increases combat readiness of all allies by 15%. This skill cannot trigger a counter attack. So this is actually a really powerful skill. that you can just use to nuke people. Obviously, after you get a bunch of stacks, get her to full focus, she gets that increased damage, she gets the passive attack stats, she's going to be potentially pretty deadly. It's going to be interesting to see how people build her. You don't necessarily have to build her extremely fast because of her, you know, combat readiness boosts in her S3 and also in her S1 and her speed buff that she gives herself. So pretty nice. And of course we have Wall of Order, which I got earlier, and it says at the start of the turn, for each buff granted to an enemy, has a 4% chance to grant the caster increased attack greater for 1 turn. So the greater attack buff is actually incredibly strong. For those of you, I mean, you probably ran to an Alexis Basket Arbiter Vildred, right? So, yeah, really strong skill. Imagine that with Landy's passive attack buffs with her S3 at full focus, right? That's going to be pretty decent. Now, after using an attack that targets all enemies, increases combat readiness by 10%. So this also synergizes with her S3, giving 25% combat readiness to herself and 15% for all of her allies. And this effect is not affected or activated by these other things, but that is just to balance it. So yeah, anyway, that is gonna be it for this video. Good luck to you guys if you are summoning. Let me know how you guys did. Do you plan to build Landy? Are you chasing after her? Is she like waifu tier? Are you just going for the skill sets? Or are you just like me and just kind of like meh and just pull for it because it's a limited summon? Let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7, and today we have a pretty special video for you guys because this is going to be a summoning session. Today, we are going to try our luck for Kayron. That's right, after all this time of playing, I've never ever pulled a copy of Kayron. So, we are definitely gonna get this boy here. I mean, just look at his eyes. Look at the look in his eyes. Yes, that's right. He is an absolute beast of a unit. Basically, dubbed by the community as the fire version of Arbiter Vildred, right? He is so good at being an anti-cleave unit with his immortality. He is so strong at destroying all types of units, especially ice units. If you guys watch my Guild War videos, you will know that Kayron crits Seaside Bolognas just as much as my Charles crits enemy Kayrons, right? So it is just the reverse elemental advantage. We all know that's part of Epic 7. But the other thing that got me really excited about this banner, and that made me so glad I waited for his raid up here instead of his last one, I think his raid up was with Crow, is Shepherd of the Hollow, which is a new 5-star artifact, and this one is fantastic. It's Thief exclusive, and it's basically a 5-star Moonlight Dreamblade. It increases your evasion by 10%, damage dealt increases by 10% if the caster's health is below 25% when attacking. So, works really well with Kayron, of course, but this, I believe the evasion will go up to 20% when it's maxed out. I'm not sure if the damage dealt increases from 10 to 20% here, but yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. Alright, but anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this and see what we get here. About 300 bookmarks to start, so let's see if we can get them. I think that's, oh, actually, hey, here we go. Starting off pretty strong with a shiny right here. Watch me pull him in his first summon. Nope, it's a 4-star artifact, but that's okay. Alright, so what we have here is Eternus. Actually, I don't think I have this maxed out, so that's pretty good. I'll take it. Alright, we're gonna get a Curious here. But yeah, anyway, so I really want this Kayron because I am lacking in AoE damage dealers outside of ice, right? I have Seaside Bologna, of course, for those ice units, but oh my... Yes, oh, there we go. I didn't want to say anything beforehand because it is possible to get a 5-star artifact that is not the rate up artifact, but there we go, guys. Shepherd of the Hollow is now ours. That is absolutely amazing. Okay, very happy about that, actually. Okay, so what was I saying before? Oh yeah, I have Seaside Bologna as like an ice AoE DPS, right? But Kayron is fire, and I do lack in that department. I don't have a fire AoE kind of damage dealer, and Kayron becomes AoE when he has a buff and he uses as S1. It allows his S1 to become AoE essentially. I know I have units like Carrot, but Carrot is more of like a cleave unit, or you could use it as like a bruisery sustain like attacking unit, whereas Kayron is more unique in that regard, where he is a very high damage, very self-sustaining damage dealer as well. And so I really wanted to pull for him. Now, the other like RGB unit that I really want to pull for is actually going to be Crow. I mentioned that Kayron and Crow had a raid up together some number of months back, and I didn't pull on them. That was mostly because at the time I was kind of short on resources, not really looking too good in terms of, you know, Molagoras, in terms of Phantasmas, and just gear in general, but now I have an excess of gear, especially DPS gear, so I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and try to pull for Kayron and see what we get from this. It would be very nice if I got him, because could put some of my DPS gear to use. Now, Kayron is one of those units that really requires a lot of Molagoras, right? You kind of want to invest into him if you do get him. So he's probably going to be my next big Mola sink, which kind of sucks. But the good thing is that we can now buy 2 Molagoras with Silver Transmit Stones. Ooh, we got an Angelica. That is pretty good. You can buy 2 Molagoras now every week with Silver Transmit Stones, which is very nice. That's like an extra 4 Molas a month. And I know that they're going to look into tweaking Expeditions so that you can also get Molagoras from those rewards, reward tiers as well. So very excited for these changes, and I think Smilegate's doing a really good job with their game right now. It's really in a place where I have literally like no complaints whatsoever, except for like small quality of life things that I really like to see. But yeah, other than that, the game is, in my opinion, doing fantastic, and I'm very happy with it. And speaking of which, praise Smilegate, and we got Kayron. So I mean, there you have it, guys. It was, wow, that's a pretty short summoning. Yeah, so Kayron is here. And we got his artifact as well. That was barely any summons. We still have 170 bookmarks left. Alright then. Well, I would love to do some Moonlight summons or things like that right now. Or element summons and things, but I think I'll save that for when ML Crow comes out. Let's see if we can go ahead and snag him when he does. But yeah, there you guys have it. We got Kayron sitting right next to Tywin here, but Kayron sitting right there, and actually, the artifact got moved. Okay, but yeah, there you guys have it. This is really quick summoning session. I wish you guys the best of luck in your summons as well. My opinions on Kayron is, yeah, he's kind of good. Like if you're lacking an AoE damage dealer, if you need someone who can kind of self-sustain, he is the one to go for. He is super strong and used at all levels of you know, PvP as well. So anyway, there you guys have it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more Epic 7 content, and leave a comment down below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until next time, take care.